A young mum bashed by a teenage girl in her own front yard. Now, Tamara admits she threw the first punch, but says she was standing up for her kids and her suburb. While she copped a black eye for her troubles, Tamara's had a gutful of teenagers running amok.
They flogged me in front of my kids. Never been in a fight in my life.
This is the price Tamara paid for refusing to back down.
I was very lucky not to get a fractured eye socket. It took 2 and a bit weeks for the bruising to go away and the swelling. It's more my hand. I don't have full movement in my hand anymore.
And this mum says her neighbourhood has had enough.
There's even a nice little footprint
Where they've been kicking it in.
where they've been kicking it in. That's just an everyday occurrence, unfortunately.
I've spent over $30,000 because of these unruly kids that are not controlled by their parents.
Do you feel okay that kids that come and go from this house are attacking neighbours?
They're not my kids, not my brothers.
Do you?
You're at breaking point. I'm done. I've got enough to deal with. I'm a very newly single mum of 2 young girls under 5.
Tamara's life had already been turned upside down when she moved into her new home 30 minutes south of Brisbane. But it was about to get much worse.
I think in my first 2 weeks of living here, I called the police 35 times. I've actually had to call bomb squad out here twice. On New Year's, they let off a firecracker full of ball bearings that flew at my house. Broken multiple pieces of Colorbond fence off, smashed windows of the house, throwing rocks at the house, throwing rocks at my car, throwing random objects into my yard all the time.
And she's not afraid to confront the kids as they walk past her home.
All of yous. All of you. You told me they were coming back for me.
These kids don't live here. When the group is strong, there's about 40 of them, and they range from 8 to 15.
Tamara says they constantly come and go from a government-owned home around the corner.
The one that they call auntie or mum, she walked past, started mouthing off to me saying that I need to stop calling the police on her children. These kids, they didn't care. My 2 and 5-year-old daughter was screaming for them to stop. We were getting out of the car from school, and they just came out of nowhere.
Tamara found herself face to face with a girl on her property.
It's not just once that I asked her to leave. It was multiple times, and it does appear that I have thrown the first punch. And I understand that that's not good from my side, but I feared for my life in that situation. If you can see from the footage the amount of kids coming at me, and I've seen what these kids can do. That's the chick who hit me.
Tamara is still forced to see them every day.
The amount of police reports I've made, the amount of formal complaints I've made to housing, all I am met with is that they're juveniles. They don't actually live here, so nothing can be done.
She doesn't know where to turn.
And the fact that they're coming back every day to taunt me, it's disgusting, and I'm scared to have my kids here, but I don't want to show them that I'm scared.
I'm like a prisoner in my home. I have spent over $30,000. I have a prison-like fence. If you look at the bars, it's like being behind bars. I've got bars on my windows. My system is a 16-camera system. Being the age I am, I feel threatened.
Up the road, Anushka has lived here for more than 20 years.
We have experienced an increased number of kids terrorising the neighbourhood. It has become necessary to control my own environment because I can't control what happens outside my fence line. Anyone who enters my property, I have monitors in my bedroom. I can see 24/7 what's going on. I actually have a command centre.
Even the police were impressed.
And they did say, boy, you've got quite a secure home here. We'd have trouble getting in here, forcefully.
Police are called to the area at all times of the day and night. Anushka is documenting every incident in DIY evidence bags with video USB drives labelled date and time stamped until the problem goes away.
The officer said to me, if you feel unsafe, have you considered selling your home? And I I saw red and I said, how could you say that to me? It is public housing who should be moving these people away from the area who are causing all the issues.
The woman you can hear is the adult who lives at the government-owned home. So we paid her a visit.
The kids that come and go from this house.
I only have 2 kids, so
Right, because the neighbours say that they're wreaking havoc on the street.
they're not my kids that are.
So you don't want to tell us who the one is that hit me in my driveway?
I've got a photo of this girl here.
Alright, show me photo of the guarantee. My kid,
If you can tell us who she is, well,
not my kid.
Because
A girl named or some nickname like that.
has she ever come to this house?
She has, but not regularly.
Why does she come to the house?
Because my kids went to primary school with her years ago. They're not my kids, and it's not my problem.
Do you?
I'm at a loss. I need help. I don't want to have to move because of these kids.
Police are on the way, so stop filming. They've asked you to stop filming now. And if you put this on the news when I've got nothing to do with it, the police will charge all of you.
They're not going to win. Like, this isn't their street.
Gee, tough times for Tamara and that neighbourhood. You think it's about time the parents and guardians of those kids step up and start taking a bit more responsibility. Queensland Police tell us they are investigating.